Here's time for Philadelphia to strike back. Glesnes again! Oh! Glesnes! From a different area code!
Back by the halfway line. Alcivar, and it's gone in! It's an Olympico!
On the movement, first time. It's going away from goal, and he just takes it. It's slicing away from Brad Guzan.
I know what you're thinking. There's no way this is the MLS. And I can assure you it is. Today, let's look at the rise of Major League Soccer. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I just want to clear a couple things up before I continue with the video. Yes, this is my first video on my channel, and yes, I am recording the audio and editing this with my iPhone. I just thought I would inform you why the audio quality is so bad. Anyway, the clips I just showed you are from the MLS. If you're not familiar with what the MLS is, let me explain. Major League Soccer, or the MLS, is the highest tier of soccer played in the United States. Founded in 1993 and consisted of 10 teams, this was the start of the rise of soccer in the US. Only 5 of the original 10 teams are still in existence today, them being DC United, Colorado Rapids, New England Revolution, LA Galaxy, and the Columbus Crew. The other 5 teams I didn't mention were either folded, relocated, or rebranded as a whole. They are the New Jersey Metro Stars, Tampa Bay Mutiny, Dallas Burn, Kansas City Wiz, and the San Jose Clash. Today, there are currently 28 MLS teams, and the league keeps expanding. With the induction of St. Louis next season, and Charlotte, who are currently competing in their inaugural season right now, the league has seen some phenomenal growth over the years, and many are excited for the future. But, before we get to that, let's go back to the first MLS season ever. On April 6th, San Jose Clash hosted DC United for the first ever MLS game. San Jose won by a goal which was scored by Eric Winalda.
63. Here at Spartan Stadium as Aroha dances past Lee. Winalda on the left foot, keeping it on the right now, looking for the shot. Gets it far post, goal! Goal for Eric Winalda! San Jose!
The first MLS goal was also selected as goal of the season. Despite DC losing their first game, they would go on to win the league with 46 points, while Tampa Bay won the Supporters' Shield with 58 points. You heard me right. The team with the most points didn't even win the league. For this to make sense, let me tell you about the MLS playoffs. The playoffs is what determines the champion of the league, while the Supporters' Shield is awarded to the team with the most amount of points at the end of the season. The MLS was a success, kinda, having around 2.7 million total attendance and averaging 17,000 each game in the first season. MLS attendances started to go down and stayed fairly neutral for a while. The MLS would lose millions of dollars in revenue in the beginning, folding 2 teams in 2002, which were Tampa Bay Mutiny and newly founded Miami Fusion, who joined the league in 1998. In 2014, the MLS hit an average attendance at 21,000 for the first time and has hit over 20,000 average attendance every year except 2020 and 2021. This is mainly because of the COVID pandemic. Over the course of 2020 and 2021, the MLS has lost $1 billion in revenue. The season seems like a turnaround for the league though. The attendance has gone back up to around 20,000 and the league is more popular than ever. The MLS is considered by many to be the fastest growing league in the world, and it shows, with players like Shaqiri, Bale, Shalani, Insigne, Cucho Hernandez all joining the league this year. It shows players' interest to make their way to America and play the MLS. Also, MLS youth academies are pumping out talented future superstars that could carry the league to a whole new level. Players like Ricardo Pepe, Gaga Slaninia, Paxton Aronson, for example. Europe also has their eyes on the league, and it's not uncommon to see talents from the MLS go overseas anymore. Players like Matt Turner, Brendan Aronson, Daryl Dike, George Bello have all furthered careers and play big roles at big clubs. The expansion teams all across the country and Canada has made the sport more accessible for people to watch and enjoy. Expansion teams sometimes make people who don't know a thing about soccer become more interested in the sport. The MLS Cup final last year had around 1 million people watching it. MLS games are regularly streamed on channels like Fox, ESPN, and ABC. And the MLS recently made a deal with Apple so people can watch their team without missing a game due to blackouts. Blackouts are when the game isn't televised. Although the league is at its best right now, it's nowhere near a top league in my opinion. Feel free to disagree with me, but the MLS has some work to do. The most common criticism I see from this league is that it lacks a promotion and relegation system. And although I think that's a good idea, the league is not at the stage to implement such a risky addition. The teams and leagues are so new that they haven't had time to create such dedicated fan bases like the Prem or any European leagues. And that is really the only reason I don't see this working, because if you don't know, the US also has a series of leagues called the United Soccer League, or the USL for short. And many teams have beat the MLS teams before, proving that they are worthy to play against them. But the problem is that they're nowhere near as big of a fan base or market as these MLS teams. Most of them don't even have specific stadiums and have to rent one for the season, and probably won't be able to handle the amount of money it takes to sign players who can consistently play at that level. But in a couple of decades, I could 100% see the MLS either buying out the USL or partnering with them to create this system. But the MLS is also kind of complicated, because it is split up into East and West, so if there are East teams that get promoted into the MLS and West teams get relegated there could be problems. If the MLS were to implement it, I think it would go like this. Alright, so if we were going to have promotion and relegation in the MLS, I think this is how it would go. So East and West. Since East and West has the same amount of teams, I only did one table to signify the both of them, because they're the exact same, so everything's going to apply the same way. So top 7 go into playoffs. Winner of the playoffs wins the league. And then we see the bottom 2 of each conference, they get relegated into the USL Championship. Then if we head on over to the USL Championship, we can see, again, split in the East and West, so there's only one table. First place of each conference gets automatic promotion, while places 2 through 5 have to play, and whoever wins that gets promoted. Then, again, bottom 2 teams of each conference get relegated. Then we head over to USL 1, and we can see it's the same promotion idea. First place, automatic promotion, while 2 through 5 battle out to get promoted. But since there's originally 11 teams in the USL, we'll have to move that to 20, so there's 10 teams in each conference, and only 1 will get relegated. So for USL, right now, it is split up into 4 conferences, which I think is whack, so we're moving that to 2, East and West, and it also has 16 divisions, so we'll just move each division and determine whether or not it's East and West. So there will be 8 divisions per conference. And we will see that, again, East and West both do this. So, for example, every Eastern division would play a division champ versus division champ. It would be 8 teams. Then it would go down to 4. Winner of the first round plays winner of the first round, and then it goes to the final. And this would happen for each conference. So whoever wins gets promoted. The MLS has a bright future ahead of it. If they keep doing what they're doing, like signing big players, expanding across the US, and pumping out young talent, I think the MLS could eventually become the biggest league in the world. Oh, just a reminder, if you like this video, please leave a like. I'd appreciate it a lot. Also, hit the subscribe button, or don't, I can't really tell you what to do. If you have any ideas of what I should make a video about next, please leave your ideas in the comments. Alright, peace out.